Bradman Best makes his State of Origin debut, scoring 2 tries. But it's a local school from Cessnock Public who steal the show. And a new look squad for the Newcastle Jets. First though, it was a selection described as left field and premature, but last night Bradman Best proved all the critics wrong. Benight centre vindicating Brad Fittler, scoring a double on his debut, helping the Blues avoid a dreaded Origin sweep, as Adam Murray reports.
The morning after the biggest game of his life.
After last night, sitting with the boys in the sheds, it all sort of kicked in then, so yeah, it's a dream come true.
Fans waited outside the Blues Hotel to meet the man of the moment after Bradman Best excelled on the game's biggest stage.
It's a pass for the rookie! Bradman Best gets a maiden Origin try!
Answering the critics with a double on debut.
And the first gamer gets another one! He's having a debut to Sabre!
He's put a stake in the ground, wanted to own that jersey and play for that jersey. And I couldn't be happy for himself, his family, and the way, Freddie, until you're in that hot seat, you just, you got to make these calls, and that's leadership, and Freddie backed him, and he went out there and definitely supplied some highlights for us.
It was followed by a special moment with Knights teammate Jacob Saifidi, glowing praise from Maroons legend Paul Vorton, and an embrace with coach Brad Fittler.
To see him score some tries was just wonderful. I think a lot of fans, once they absorbed the fact he was playing, and I think they were excited.
At the end of the day, Bradman can sit back and say, that selection was warranted.
This moment in the stands with parents Toby and Roger, the most special. How do you sum that up?
Cracker. What a night.
Proud mum and dad moment, proud family moment. Obviously, it just means the world to me and means the world to them as well, so it was unreal.
Not too many 21-year-olds get to run off Cody Walker and got some silky balls tonight. And then the way he offloaded that car, pretty special to watch.
He trained really hard and he had a really determined, focused off-season that he wanted to be here this year. This was his goal and he got his opportunity, and I knew when he got his shot he would take it with both hands.
His performance helping the Blues avoid a series sweep.
And they deserve the victory tonight, but I still feel that this team deserves the series.
Best and Saifidi indicating to Adam O'Brien today they're ready to back up for the Knights tomorrow at home against the Tigers.
I'm proud of both of them. The flack that Brady copped earlier in the week, I reckon he shut a few up. So, and I thought Jacob was outstanding too. His work rate, and he had them looking for him. He was nice and aggressive and played his role. So yeah, happy for both of them.
Of course, great job, Bradman, and of course, good on you, Adam. And of course, don't forget the Knights Tigers match is on at 7:30 tomorrow on 9 after a current affair. Still in the Origin, and of course swapping out their classroom for a stadium filled with 75,000 fans. A group of school children from Cessnock Public School stole the show at last night's match, igniting the game's biggest rivalry on a much smaller level, as Jack Howard explains.
As the big boys went off for their oranges, the little stars from Cessnock Public School headed out to the middle of a packed Acor stadium.
I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted.
Queensland up to its usual tricks, this time claiming the Hunter as its own.
Now Droid are based in Sydney, and we're closer to Queensland in Cessnock, so...
With the battle lines redrawn, it was go time for Little Origin. Slick ball movement and strong defence had flying coach Sam Thaiday relieved to finally be on the same side as the Cessnock kids. Stepping and jigging, Cessnock had the defence in tatters. Not even our cameramen could keep up. Hitting back with two of their own, Mount Druitt made sure New South Wales was the winner on the night.
It was 2-1, but in the end it was all worth it. Fun time. Great atmosphere.
Using medals to try and get them over the line, Slam and Sammy couldn't convince his adopted Queenslanders to stay on full-time.
It's a disgrace. I don't want to be seen in it.
The jersey binned, but the memories will be kept forever. Jack Howard, NBN News.
Good on you, Cessnock. Of course, they've only been back at training for a few weeks, but the Jets will put their new look squad to the test on Monday in Darwin. The clash of Melbourne victory in the Australia Cup is a big chance for players to push for a starting 11 spot, as Mitchell Hughes reports.
With a new coach on board and a handful of new faces, the Jets are excited about having a competitive match so early in pre-season.
We don't just want to train and do a long pre-season. That could be pretty grueling. So for us to have a game and a target to achieve early on is good for us. And, you know, we want to win and keep progressing in the cup.
Even if it's taking place in the top end.
It's a bit different here. It's freezing at the moment here. But yeah, hopefully we get a drinks break if it's too hot.
Rob Stanton is looking to instill a fresh mentality within the squad.
We don't want to just compete, we want to win. He sort of involved that in everything, even in training sessions, you know, he wants winners.
With starting spots for the A-League season up for grabs, the players already have goals in mind.
I think the main problem with me, especially last season, was I needed to stay on the pitch. And if I do that and, you know, my football's going well, then I think the rest will take care of itself.
Mark Natter could prove to be a vital member of Newcastle's defence in the 23-24 campaign.
This season for me personally is ready to step up into more of a senior dominant role, I guess, at the back line. I'm still young, obviously, but I've played a few years and I think that's the next thing I need to elevate in my game.
If the Jets can beat the victory in Darwin, they'll earn the right to host Brisbane in the round of 32.
Yeah, hope so. Coming up next, the Newcastle Falcons to host the Maitland Mustangs in a battle of the local rivals into the NBL 1 East.
Norman is the homemaker with everything to make your house a home. Pay just $19.99 for the Grande 3-piece lounge suite. Includes sofa bed and 2 recliners. Available now on 9% interest reducible terms from the homemaker. Domain's Big Aussie Weekend Fridge and Laundry Sale. Big deals on fridges and washing machines. Big brands, big savings with bonus delivery and installation. Plus, a big 60 months interest free. Domain's Big Aussie Fridge and Laundry Sale ends Monday. It's Hello Weekend at Domain. Save 20 to 60% on selected fabric and leather lounges, dining, rugs and outdoor. Plus freaky savings on Murchison Human Gourmet Traveller Dinnerware. No tricks, just treats. This Hello Weekend at Domain ends Monday.
Let the time just heal all the pain you feel.
His son did this. He didn't use his fists. He didn't use a weapon. He didn't use a seatbelt.
Without a seatbelt, you're not just hurting yourself.
You're hurting others as well.
I grew up in the viewing area. I'm from Armidale originally. For me, being able to work at NBN was a dream. There's a real sense of pride, I think, in our communities. So it's really important to be able to reflect that, but also to tell the stories, to raise awareness, but also celebrate the triumphs. Telling local stories is important because it's us, isn't it? It's what reflects us. It's the heartbeat of our communities.
NBN News every night at 6. With just 2 games left in the NBL 1 East season, the Newcastle Falcons women can still claim top spot. This Saturday, they'll host bitter rivals Maitland, with the Mustangs looking to cause an upset and take momentum into the playoffs.
It doesn't matter where they are on the ladder, this local rivalry is always special.
Just to be a part of the Maitland-Newcastle game is amazing. The crowd always gets involved and everyone comes up from Maitland.
The Mustangs sit 6th with 2 games to go, having already qualified for the finals.
It's definitely something that we were aiming towards, but it's, quite unreal to be told that we're going to be in the playoffs.
We're doing a lot of things that our organization hasn't been able to do the last couple of years, and so I think that's what's really driving it.
The Falcons have the chance to claim top spot. A win on Saturday is vital.
Of course, they're a bigger team, bigger, stronger, faster, and there's a lot of teams like that in the conference and even in the national, so this will be a great matchup for us.
The Mustangs won the first clash at Maitland in April. Former Newcastle representative Kelsey Moss knows the game at Broadmeadow will be intense.
Playing against them up in Maitland was a bit nerve-wracking, but obviously in front of a bigger crowd here on Saturday night I'm going to try and enjoy it.
Madison Washington missed that game but couldn't be more excited for the rematch.
I just love to get the team hyped. You'll actually see me out there dancing and having fun and smiling, and that's when you know we're playing at our best, is when our team is just out there having fun. And so that's what I want to bring this weekend, is just a bunch of energy.
No matter what happens, all of the imports are keen to return.
Oh, I love it here. Bring me back.
And before I go, and of course, the New South Wales under-19s men have secured a win over Queensland. It was fantastic for the Blues, who were just too strong for their rivals right throughout the game. It was incredible for New South Wales, scoring the first try.
First by the New South Wales, that was terrific to watch.
Nice play by
It was amazing as well.
Yeah, Ethan Strange, he's from the Entrance Tigers, but with the Canberra Raiders at the moment, playing there with a nice little double pump.
Of course, plenty of players, originally from regional clubs across northern New South Wales.
That's the thing that highlights.
That includes in the Newcastle Rugby League. Now, from other clubs, but then things started to get heated.
That's Latu Fanu slipping and getting a high one there, and Samuela comes in and takes umbrage to that, and they'll all come in, and Samuela decides he wants a maroon jersey to take home and rips it off someone.
Before the Maroons lost a player due to a sin bin. Then the Blues were not going anywhere. Another try scored.
What an effort. Oh, wow. Well, you spoke about he's a left side player. You can see he's holding the ball in the right hand and then celebrates.
Celebrating in spectacular style, he was. Then the Maroons struck back.
Queensland have got a try here through Timothy Sala-Ferns against the run of play. The Maroons, fortunate, scores this.
Then another try for the Maroons. Then good news for the Blues, with New South Wales scoring their third try. With Ethan Sanders scoring. It was incredible for New South Wales, too strong for their rivals right throughout the game. Before Caleb Jackson tried to extend a tie for the Maroons. But thankfully, the Blues scored as New South Wales led 18-14. Then the job got done as New South Wales quickly won the match 26-14.
And the Blues extend their advantage.
Then everything went heated again. Then it was incredible for New South Wales. One final try to come. And of course, as New South Wales managed to win the game. And of course, it was all thanks to a huge but spectacular 32-14 win.
Full-time, New South Wales 32 have defeated Queensland 14.
From Sydney.
Then after that, it was time for a celebration to come true. Then it was time for the Blues to lift the shield. It was the under-19s, that is. And of course, it was amazing. Of course, as the Blues lifted up the shield and celebrated in style.